Go on, Daniel. Go on. Go on, Gil. Go on, Daniel. Go on.
Organized youth sports has nothing to do at all with developing better athletes. It has everything to do with developing better children through that wonderful medium, potentially wonderful medium, we call sports. Values such as fair play, discipline, following rules, how to win, how to lose, all that great stuff. Developing better children through sports participation. That's what it's all about. And the more, the merrier.
Take two, go!
Cover, Brian.
Hold it second, Dean. Good boy, Dean.
The very obvious first couple of things are self-esteem and teamwork and things of that sort. Well, I think one of the true powers of playing sports as a young person is that development of community. Learning how to be a part of something bigger than yourself. I think there's so many messages that young people get that are fairly narcissistic about that everything kind of surrounds and centers around themselves. And I think that most adults would tell you, especially as moms and dads or working in a corporate environment or any of those type of things, that one of the great traits for human beings is being able to relate with other folks and be productive in a team. And so I think one of the great things of sports and what it hopefully develops for all children is that and from season to season you could be the man or a piece of the team or maybe even a kid that doesn't play a whole lot. And therefore, because you don't play a whole lot, you've got to learn how to accept your role and be a part of your role, and I think all those contribute to great success later in life. So those would be the things I think are really important about sports.
The meat of the Georgia lineup here at the bottom of the eighth. Deep right field! Deep right! It's over! It's over! Georgia wins it on a Dalton Carricker walk-off home run! Who have just suffered their first defeat this year at Williamsport. And here comes the sportsmanship. Here come the Georgia players. Of youngsters around the world, and it comes down to the last little men standing. And here on the Field of Dreams, they do it.
Jamal had mentioned belonging to something bigger than yourself, which I think is really, really important. And Dr. Casey, I want to talk from a psychological perspective. How does that belonging affect an individual? How does belonging to something really help a young kid?
Well, it formulates identity. You belong to your community. You belong to your family. You belong to yourself. You belong to your team, your faith. And all of those I'll bundle together. Alter the way in which you walk through the world and allow that world to impact you. And then it's just such a complex web. But it all culminates at some point in those decisions later that will cement that identity and how people will then perceive you.